just feels like nothing's going on at all. I just landed in Milwaukee. It's my first time in the city, my first time in Wisconsin in general. I've been to the North Pole, but not further west than Atlanta. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Looking forward to this one day in Milwaukee. Let's go. Of course, the first thing when I land, I see in the airport is a cheese hat. I feel like I should get one. Just the fact that it's so big with the Packers. Look at all the Packers merch right here. Absolutely crazy. My first impressions is that my whole flight was entirely business travelers. So I'm curious if that will be a trend moving forward, if it's a very businessy city. I don't actually know too much about Milwaukee besides its brewing history. So this will be... I just got off the bus and I am in Milwaukee right now. I am in the historic 3rd Ward. Honestly, I don't know what exactly is historic about this area. It gives very Midwestern vibes to it right now. Right now it's about 48 degrees. So I'm wearing a hat, wearing gloves. But so far, people seem friendly. It seems like it's going to be a nice city. I just kind of haven't been able to find everything yet. But we're going to figure that out. One of the big things is that if you want to explore a city, start off with its central market and then just kind of go from there. That's true with every city, whether it's Milwaukee or you go to Central America, you go to Asia, you go to Europe. Their biggest markets are always in the center. So start there. Gotta love Wisconsin with the beer, cheese, popcorn. Never used to have a sweet tooth until recently. Look at all of these cookies and cupcakes. And oh, it looks so good. And the prices are great. After my lunch, I'm gonna have one. These prices in this market, I'm actually finding really, really good. Maybe I'm just so used to New York City prices that I saw a large cookie for $4.50 and I was like, wow, that's a steal. While in New York, you might get that for $7. I guess other parts of the country, $4.50 for a cookie. It was like a large cookie, but it's like, oh my God, like that's ludicrous. So I guess prices really do fluctuate based off where you live. I've been walking around for about an hour and a half now, and it seems like every street is this. Literally this. Nothing much more. I'm kind of struggling on what to do, what to find. I'm going to walk over towards Lake Michigan now. Apparently that's got a great view. So hopefully that brings a little more excitement. See, like right here, this is a kind of a major intersection here. There's the highway right there, and cars are coming straight from the highway here. How am I supposed to cross? I guess I just start walking and hope that they see me. There's no way I'm doing this right. I have been just walking around for literally 2 hours now, and I have seen a couple of tall buildings. I went to the market, and then just like seeing this, which like that's not much. This is a city. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna go to the water now. Kind of walk alongside it, hope that I see something, because again, yeah, this is all I have been seeing up until this point. Maybe I'll go towards like a fancy hotel, you know, if there's a Ritz-Carlton or there's a Westin down there that I'll find, and you know, maybe I'll be able to find stuff around there, because so far I have found nothing in the city. I'm not sure if I just wasn't in the right area before or because it's starting to be later in the day, but now this is starting to feel like an actual American city. I'm starting to like it now. All right, so we finally found something. We made it to the lakefront. A little bit behind it is Lake Michigan. You'll get a better view later. And right behind me right now we got the skyline of Milwaukee. It's not much, but we're getting there. We're getting places, and we're actually finding things in the city. This was a very nice find. Look at this marina. And today has turned into such an incredibly nice day. Today, it was cold at the beginning. I was wearing hats and gloves. Now I'm in short sleeves. Look at this marina behind me. We got the sun out. It's turning out to be a nice day in Milwaukee after all. We're starting to find things in this city. At first I thought this city has absolutely nothing, but now we're getting there. All right, so I'm about to try the Dogg Haus. Apparently it is really good. I literally just Googled this place 2 minutes ago, but best of Milwaukee, so let's go inside. There are all these different hot dogs, but most importantly, you gotta get some cheese curds if you're in Milwaukee. I'm excited to try. It's a bratwurst with onion, hot sauce, and of course, we're in Wisconsin. We gotta get some cheese curds. I know I'm a New Yorker, and obviously you eat hot dogs with your hands, but this is just so messy, so I'm gonna eat with a fork and knife. But let's try it. Oh wow, this is nice. Also, I am very lactose intolerant, so maybe getting cheese curds right now without any lactate pills is not the best idea. Well, let's try it. That's actually incredible. Oh my god. I actually didn't know what a cheese curd was until today. It's pretty much just like a mozzarella stick, just like mini versions of them. It's really good. That bratwurst and cheese curds were actually really good. I'm lucky that they don't have cheese curds in New York, or else, I'd be gaining a lot of weight. We got this nice walkway that I just found. We're just gonna kind of like walk around it now. I think it just leads to housing. We're in the housing area, but nice little find. If you're ever in Milwaukee, make sure you do the Riverwalk. This is extremely nice, and this is leading right into the city center and taking you out towards the more residential areas. The river cuts right through the city and leads you right out to Lake Michigan. I'm done with the Riverwalk. I'm walking over this nice bridge, and look what I just found. It has to be the most Wisconsin thing ever. Look at this on this Visit Milwaukee tourism sign. Sign up for the Milwaukee Cheese Curd or Brew City Beer Pass. Oh, and being a sports fan, of course I had to stop here. The Fiserv Forum, home of the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, the Bucks are playing here tonight. As a sports fan, how I wish I could have gone to a game, but unfortunately I will be leaving before then. I love when teams have this. Restaurants, bars, and just an overall area to hang out, both pre and post game, right outside the arena. One thing that I've noticed about Milwaukee is that it's such a quiet city. I mean, it feels like there are no cars, there's nobody walking around. Whether I'm at the docks, by the yachts, even in like the business center, it just feels like nothing's going on at all, which is crazy to think about, because I think of Milwaukee still as a big city. I mean, it's where the Democratic National Convention was back in 2020. And yeah, nothing's here. I haven't seen any gift shops. I saw one gift stand to buy Milwaukee merchandise, and that was in the Central Market and in the airport. But yeah, no gift stores at all. It seems like nothing's going on right now. I'm a little confused because I've hit all of the central areas in the city by this point. Now, Milwaukee, I would put as in my smaller city category. I rank places based off, not actual rankings, just if I get a vibe that it's a major city, a smaller city, or just like a little town, village. Milwaukee right now to me is just a smaller city. To put into comparison, I was just in Halifax, Nova Scotia a few months ago, and I have Halifax in my tier 1 as a major city. So never would I have thought that, to me, Halifax has more vibrancy than Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Casually crossing the street, and then all of a sudden I see that mammoth building. Time to go check that out. We are now heading to see what that building is. Well, on my way to discovering what that big cool building was, we stumbled across this building, and what is it? None other than the Milwaukee County Jail and Criminal Justice Facility. I wonder if that's foreshadowing for what that building is. It's gated off, so this is the closest I can get to it, but it is the Milwaukee County Courthouse. This building is massive. I mean, this video doesn't do it justice. Look how much space it takes up. It's arguably nicer than the New York City courthouse, which says a lot. All right, I got about an hour left, so let's see if I can find anything cool. Now it's getting to be evening time. Kids are out of school, people are out of work, and it's starting to be a lot more busy right now. Now it really feels like it's a real city. This was what I was waiting for. And just from my wandering, I was able to find this. Probably the coolest hangout spot in the entire city. It's got activities, food,
and so much more.
Third Market Hall. Grab food, have a drink at the bar, all these different stands.
It's giving me kind of like a Faneuil Hall, but like a Millennium Gen Z type of Faneuil Hall. You got tacos, you got Korean food, you got ramen, you got wings, you got chicken and waffles, you got empanadas, you got every type of food imaginable. This is just such a fun hangout spot when you add it with the TVs and the Topgolf and the drinks and the cornhole. And wow, this is such a fun place, whether it's after work or just maybe before a Bucks game or anything.
So believe it or not, my trip in Milwaukee is actually done. I'm currently at the Amtrak station. My one day in Milwaukee spent well. Off to Chicago now. So clearly it took me a little bit, to kind of like find my footing, for me to really understand the city, find the marina, find the markets. But I'm very glad that I made the trip there for the day. Will I be back there in the near future? Probably not. But Milwaukee's still, if you have a day, you're in the Chicago area, day trip, it could be very fun.